Yeah, I think I'm going to ring in the new year on my girlfriend's couch in front of her fireplace. She has a wood-burning fireplace in her apartment. We used it last night.
What do you mean you used it last night?
She lit a fire.
She just lit a fire?
There was a fire in her living room. I've never really experienced that. It was amazing.
Did you guys do anything else? Just
Well, yeah, obviously she sucked my dick in front of the fire.
That's what I'm trying to get. I'm like, yo, bro, you're just so happy with the fireplace being lit. I wasn't trying to pry into your personal business, but you just be like, yeah, no, there's an amazing fireplace. I'm like, all right, bro, you've never seen fire burn, but like maybe a little.
All right. Battle raps cause I've shaken grown men to the point that they can't even face their own friends. That's why they rhyme about jewels, not life, cause the ice on which they skating is so thin. That's what I love about the human.
My man.
Here we are, man.
Redemption episode.
Redemption, man.
115. The last time you were on was 79, 76.
It's crazy.
I can't remember.
Hey, man, I feel a certain type of way because last time I was here, I had like the worst looking recording camera. You're like, pulled out the webcam. I'm like, yo, what's that for, bro? You about to hit your OnlyFans? He's like, nah, we recording the pod with the webcam. I'm like, oh my God, man.
You did fall victim to my misplanning.
It's all good, bro.
And that's why I had to get you back on ASAP.
And I appreciate that, man.
Good setup.
Yeah, it looks great, bro. This is nice. You got the lights up here. Before, I think you just had the lamps on me.
I think you actually picked up a ring light on the way over.
Yeah, that's what it was. I went to Best Buy, picked up the ring light. I was like, yo, we got to get it right. I'm way too dark for this room, bro.
You were
shine a light on me.
You were subject to my poor planning, and I apologize for that.
It's all right, man.
I'll make a public apology.
No, you don't have to publicly apologize, bro.
And I wanted to get you back on full quality, good clips.
This is good. This is great.
Yeah,
and hopefully we can make some magic again. It ain't gonna be the 2.5 hours like last time. We'll see.
It's always magic when we get together.
It's like Pippen and Jordan, man.
We're out here, my boy. I'm excited to be home.
We're in Siegfried.
Went out. You scooped me up on Thursday night. We hit Tao.
Yes.
It felt good to be back in that room. I like that room.
Yeah, man.
Rocking. I was taking notes. I pretty much took your entire set. I just recorded it and then redid it at Bounce the next night.
Did you really? No. Nah, man. Well, first and foremost, welcome back to Chicago, man. This is a treat, man. You're back.
Thank
I
you.
feel like a drug dealer. Like I knew you'd be back, man. Welcome back.
One hit. You can't ever turn it down.
How's it been being back into the city? Are you being welcomed back with open arms? Are you feeling like the resistance? You feeling like, how are you feeling now? Because it's been like what? You left 2020, 3 years now.
It's been 3 years. I feel there's 50-50. It's half open arms and it's half a little bit of resistance. There's some people who weren't really DJing when I left, and now they're DJing,
and now they're the man. You gotta love that. And now they're the man, bro. The dude that used to get you water, and now he's headlining like the biggest spots. You're like, yo, what the has been going on around here, man?
Yeah, it's a wild time, but I'm here to ride the ride. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's dope, man. And so when you say resistance, like, do you find that like your image helps or is hurting in this whole situation of you getting back in? Because I mean, obviously, you're a pretty public guy, and you've been on World Star many of times, so I would say you're pretty famous. If somebody would just recognize, hey, you're that guy from.
Fame is a tough for sure word, but even
internet famous. When I say like we've seen you before, throw the cups and
recognizable, maybe. But that was more so like back in the day. I mean, it's been so long since I've had a video like that or since I put out content like that.
Right.
That almost feels like it doesn't even matter anymore today.
Right. You don't think anybody is like still like holding you to that? It's like, oh, strategy. That's the guy that's like the party guy, and that's the guy who's gonna have girls in here getting half naked or anything like that. Do you still face that discrimination at all?
Well, that was never discrimination. There was I feel like I built my entire brand and most of my career thus far off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I was never at first people would hate on it, but then it was so I don't want to say powerful. polarizing, and I was getting the traction that I was getting, that every club or every spot that hated on me at first ended up having to book me.
Yeah,
because I was grinding hard.
You were out here. You were very popular, bro.
Yeah,
and like you still. I mean, I think you still are popular, but you know, it's one of those things where now I feel like just me watching you. I love the space that you're entering now with the podcast space, and it's really dope, you know, and I think it's a good turn, you know, and I think it's like the next step. Everything's evolution. I think this is a dope step into the next evolution, you know. Who knows? I could be here talking to the next Rogan, bro, like, you know, and I would say, yo, I was on, you know, episode, was it 79 with yeah, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, Rogan's got webcam footage from back in the day.
You got to start somewhere,
he's got
bro.
Grainy footage, old eps.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I appreciate it. First of all, thank you. And yeah, I mean, I'm trying to just follow, you know, what's actually happening rather than trying to force what used to be into today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did spend time doing that in Houston, you know. Everything fell apart, everything shut down, everyone's questioning their own existence and reverting back to their, you know, what they know, back to family, back to old friends. The world seemed to be ending. We come out of it and then it's like, all right, I'm back. Clubs are open, we're DJing again. Let me get these out, let me put these girls on my shoulders, like let me pick up where I left off. And it never really felt right. Like it, like before that, it always felt right.
Yeah.
It was what it was. It was fun.
Yeah.
Everyone was enjoying it. There was no forcing it really. It just was. It just happened.
It just happened.
It all
organically.
just happened.
Yeah.
Then for a while, it felt like I was forcing it, but then
I have to get the girls on my shoulder. I got to find somebody that's cute to get up here. And,
right.
And then I was like, they don't want to do it. And now I'm like, yo, come on. You feel like you're trying to force something.
100%.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I spent time doing that, and then I sort of realized like, I don't even really love doing this anymore. Like I really did love doing that when I was doing it. Now I'm like, it's not.
So that's
really me.
That's a good comment. Here's something. Do you feel like with, you know, how old are you now?
30. I'll be 34 in December.
34. Do you feel like you're falling out of love with DJing in the clubs?
100. Yeah, for sure.
I think I'm at the point now, I have an expiration date on me, bro. I'm thinking like another year or two.
You going to weddings? What's the plan?
know, that's a very good question. I don't know.
Private events?
You know what's funny is I used to not clown, but not publicly clown. But I used to think like in my head like, oh, these guys got older and they can't hack it in the club. They don't know new music. We out here playing, you know, Wipe Me Down. And I'm watching these other guys. They're playing like some 90s. We're not on that 90s shit no more and and 80s shit. And I'm watching all these older guys back in the day just like, you know, leave the club. And I'm thinking, so long, bitch. You know, you can't hang with us no more, right? And as I get older, I realize like I have a family now and I'm still making decent money, right? But like it's not enough, right? For me, it's just not enough because I have a family, I have a house, I actually own a house, you know, so I have a mortgage, you know, I got a shit ton of debt trying to pay off and shit. And then now it's just like, you know, that $400 gig isn't enough. So now I'm asking for more and I'm getting a little bit more, you know, and I'm getting more, but then like now it's just still not enough. And then like I look at these wedding guys and they're getting like a G plus a night for like a couple hours of work.
Yep.
And I'm like, man, for that same amount of time, like the max I'm getting is maybe like, you know, I think the max is like maybe like 700, 750. That's max. That's top of the club, top tier club, you know? Even traveling, you know, it's just not the same. And I'm watching these guys who are just raking it in easily.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking like, damn, they didn't lose it. They're just working smarter, not harder. And so now I think I'm at the point now where it's like, and look, everybody that's out there that's still doing the club, it's totally cool, you know, that you're young, you don't have responsibilities, no family, nobody looking up to you for like, looking for you for like, you know, financial stability. Do what you want, you know, but then as you get older, man, like you have to pivot. So I don't know what the pivot is. I don't know, because like the weddings right now, even though like I really don't want to do the weddings, they look financially, they look sexy, you know, or the private events financially, they look really sexy, you know. But like, I don't know if I want to go that route, but like I want to make money in that vein. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you for sure. I felt the exact same way. It always sort of, you'd see the older guys leave the clubs for the weddings and the private events, and it felt like, damn, I don't want that to happen.
It's like the elephant graveyard. You're like, I don't want to go over there. Holy shit.
But then I think as you get older, you start to realize like that didn't happen to them. That didn't happen unwillingly to them. They did that on purpose.
On purpose to make more money, to generate
more money, and also they probably felt the same. Like, dude, these fucking nightclubs, man.
Yeah.
This alcohol, these people, this environment, like all that shit. It's draining. It kills you.
It's definitely draining, and I never thought I'd be the guy to be like, you know, I'm tired, but like it's starting to weigh down on me, you know.
100%.
And like I said, I can still go in. I'm still one of the, like I consider myself one of the top dudes, and I'm still wanging these clubs, and it's still banging, you know. And it's not, you know, I don't want to make it seem like I hate it, you know. And I don't. I still love what I do, but it's just the money's just, you know. The money's just not there. It's just not.
Yeah.
The budgets aren't there for the local acts. You have to travel. And even then, you know, the traveling, it costs to travel. So then you're taking money out of that budget. So yeah, man, it's just one of those things. So I apologize to any older DJ. I mean, you don't know, but any older DJ that I saw, you know, that just kind of left that area in the clubs. You know, I get it now, and it took a while for me to get it, but I get it. Like I'm getting close to like, and I'll tell you, close to like 6 figures, right? I'm getting close, and I'm talking to this other DJ who does private events. Last year, he told me he cleared like 4K. Was it
400?
400K, yeah. He's like, I make 400. I make 400 what? He goes, 400K last year in private events and weddings. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm doing the wrong shit. It's like I'm doing the wrong shit. That's just what it is. That's all it is. He's working smarter, and I'm working way harder.
And the nice thing about that is you're building, you know, a business for yourself that you can then put other DJs in, and you're still making money while you're not actually behind the turntables.
And that's the goal, man. To make money while you're not actually having to go out. You know, sleep and make money. That's what everybody says. Yeah, that's the goal. But yeah, man, that's kind of where I've been like. That's kind of where I've been. Kind of like my mindset has been as of the last year or so, man.
I feel
as I gotta play ski in Pound Town, you know, every other night, you know. Which those records are cool, but it's just.
I'm not mad at either of them, really.
You know?
And I love how people are like, oh my God, what does the world come to? We're listening to Pound Town. Like, remember Shauna getting some head?
Getting some head. Kaya, my neck, my back.
Yeah, it's nothing new. Little Kim was talking about this shit.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Like, people are acting
Pound
like
Town is nothing, bro.
Yeah, it ain't nothing new.
It's, you know what it is? I think it's just the effort that goes into some of the newer songs. I think that's what the problem is, because it feels like everybody's just doing the one take, come in, you can hear them breathing extra hard on the track. You know, their rapping is offbeat. You know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, fuck, you want to record that? Nah, it's good the way it is. I'm like, man, go back and re-record it, get on beat, get your bars right, you know. But like, everybody's just in this you know, Jay-Z fucked it all up for everybody. This whole one take, whole shit.
Yeah, they're all trying to be Jay.
Yeah, everybody's coming in just doing the one take, and it's like the producers are just like, you want to record that? No, we're good. That's how you want to do it? All right.
We're still charging you for the full hour, though. So just so you know, you got time if you do want to.
And I think that's the problem. You know, I think that's the disconnect. Other than that, you know, I don't mind playing this shit, man. You know, but like, you know, speaking of like dope spots and like playing music, we've recently been to Goodnight John Boy.
Say it again, baby.
Goodnight John Boy, bro.
Let's go.
May be the best room in Chicago right now. If you guys have not been yet, this isn't an ad. Dante didn't tell me to say this shit. It's something about that room that is just refreshing, you know, in Chicago. I've been to the one in Cleveland, and it was cool. You know, it's nice, you know, and I did that a few times, but the one in Chicago is different. The energy is just out of this world, and I'm in there playing like, it's, you know, for those that don't know, Goodnight John Boy is a predominantly 70s disco throwback club, right? Where you play disco music, but then they also emphasize playing like 80s and 90s and, you know, some super pop, sing-along rock, super pop shit. So then, you know, you get in there and then you don't know what you're going to hear. You just know you're going to hear something that you know the song, the vocals too. You're singing, and it's just a different beast, man. It's a different beast. I've never seen people go so crazy. White people, you guys love fucking disco, man. It's crazy.
Come on, man.
Come on, dog.
Come on,
Come
man.
on, dog.
You thought we didn't understand the language? You thought we didn't know about Motown, bro?
Motown, yeah, but there's other disco than Motown. I hate that shit. I go to a wedding, play Motown. I'm like, there's other shit, there are other genres. You can play funk, you can play soul, there's other shit you can play. But Motown, all that shit, man, it works, and it's so dope, man. It's refreshing.
To me, it feels like that's what everybody's been craving. Every time I've walked into that place, and just the vibe in there is very congruent. Everything goes exactly in line with what they're trying to sell, the product that they have, the environment that they're providing. I was talking about this with Apollo. Like, most places have an identity crisis. They want,
talk about it.
They are this.
Talk about it.
But they want to do this, but they are doing this, and this is the end result. Like, there's nothing, no total package. And Goodnight John Boy is one total package where they have a goal and they set out and they successfully reach that goal.
And they fucking drive it home, man. It's like, even some nights I'm in there playing like some remixy shit or like a little too much 80s or whatever, and they'll be like, hey, run back to disco, bro. Throw it back to the disco. They're very good at honing the DJ, pulling it back. If you stray too far away, let's say you get into like an emo bag and now you're playing Mr. Brightside into like, some other shit, Jimmy Eats World or whatever, and it's a little too much. You're like, hey, come back home to disco, you know? Yeah. So they're pretty good at reeling it in. So there's a very congruent theme. I get people in there that ask for Drake and Chief Keef, and it feels good to tell them to go fuck off, bro. It's like, no, we're not playing that here today. This is a strictly disco thing. You see the decor, you see it all. There's nothing in here that screams Chief Keef. Like, it's not happening, partner,
Yeah, and this kind of goes along with the whole wedding DJ thing. That music that they're playing in there is kind of like wedding music.
It's very wedding.
Years ago, I would have been like, that's mad fucking corny.
Corny as shit.
But now, I don't know, maybe I've been starved of it for so long. Maybe I've pushed it away for so long, and I'm now looking for new things. It's so inviting to me. It's
dope.
It seems like that's what I want to do. I want to fucking get my wedding crates up, essentially. Like, I've always pushed that away. I've always been like, I'm a fucking nightclub DJ. I do these dope routines with fucking hip hop tracks, and I mix house, and I can blend 60 BPM Drake records into 128 BPM Tiesto records seamlessly. And I took pride in that, but now I'm like, I need to get into my fucking Donna Summer.
Bro, I'm in there playing like shit like I'm walking on sunshine.
Yes. Yeah.
This random shit, and everybody's in there just, it's time to feel good. Hands are in the air. It's dope, man. So if you guys haven't been there, like I said, this isn't an ad, but it's definitely something that I think a lot of people should experience. And the area is nicer, bro. Like, downtown River North isn't what it used to be. I think the pandemic fucked a lot of things up.
Speak on it.
Bro.
They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it.
The pandemic. Let's talk about it, bro. The pandemic has effed everything up in Chicago, bro. And basically what's happening, for those, like I said, who aren't from the city, during the pandemic, everything shut down, and some of these clubs were operating either like on low numbers or whatever. So then they would hire certain promoters who would bring more of a black crowd in. It was more hip hop oriented, and then they would just drive the numbers up because, us black people, we're not Jews, so we don't know how to save money, so we're just blowing the shit. In the pandemic, we are just blowing the money.
The yin and the yang right here. So I'm gonna let you speak on this. I'll come in when you're done. I'll talk about how you could save more money.
I need a good accountant, man. I know you know one.
Lou Epstein, dog.
Hey, bro. I already love the last name. You can help me get out of this debt. But nah, man. And then, they take the money, and then that's fine. You do what you got to do to survive. It was kill or be killed in the pandemic. There was no help. And I get it. I totally get it. But then, like, when shit opened back up, then you had this clientele that's now accustomed to going downtown, right? And so if you don't get the right promoters in there and the right people to book these tables and these parties, you get an incident, You know, like it happened at Bloom this past couple of weeks.
R.I.P.
Yeah, man. And it's sad.
Not to any people, because
nobody died.
75,000 shots rang off. Fortunately, no deaths.
Yeah, it wasn't that many shots, but it was a lot. It was a lot, and the video was even more insane. And it's just like, I don't know, man. I don't want to say it's like the music, but like, you know, it kind of is. You know?
Think so? You think so? As a DJ, that's always been the argument. Like, you know, someone will come up to you, hey man, play more house music, play more house music. And you're like, what do you think's happening? You think the hip hop? You think the 808s are getting through the brick wall and it's pipering people into the building?
Pipering. Piper it in. They hear the 808 drums and they just come growing up. Holy shit. Maybe. I don't know. But for some reason, you know, what it is like, as Black people, you know, we're very passionate about our music.
Right. Yeah, we are.
We are very passionate about our music. So we like what we like, and we know what we don't like, right? And so when you get certain people, they don't want to hear that house music. They don't want to hear top 40. And even like, you know, when I play like a super big room that's very mixed and diverse, I'll get some of the Black people that stare at me like, bro, what is this dude playing? You know, what are you doing? And everybody else is having a great fucking time singing Peppers. And I'll get like a few Black people looking at me like, bro, you're Black.
Like, I thought you were one of us.
You were one of us. Why are you playing this Hispanic music? What are you doing? So you always get those stares, but like, you know, it's unfortunate, bro, because like you want to cater to everybody, right? And what happens is a lot of these spots are just so overwhelmed with, you know, that clientele that they just want to hear that. So then you get like nightclubs that you're supposed to be open format rooms. We talked about this earlier, just like it's not the same. So you get these open format rooms that are supposed to be open format, but then you just have a massive amount of Black people in front of you. What are you going to do? Are you going to play Walking on Sunshine or Bieber or whatever? Or are you going to play, you know, what they want to hear, which is the Sexy Rez and like the Peach Young Nudie and all this other stuff. They want to hear that, and they paid their good money, as they should be able to hear that. But you know, it's hard, bro. It's a rough one to crack. And so, you know, you see more people migrating to the West Loop, and the West Loop is lit.
West Loop's dope.
West Loop is lit, bro.
West Loop is dope. I'm really liking what's going on over there.
It's lit, and
spots are opening up with real
open format
visions.
Yeah.
Of what they want.
Mm-hmm.
The streets are nice.
Are you getting calls to go play in West Loop yet?
I'm doing Bodega on the 28th for Halloween.
Fire.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
Yep. I was just there for the first time a couple Sundays ago, last week Sunday, and I saw Max there.
How was it on Sunday?
It was good. It was good. Very Latin.
That's another thing. Sunday Fun Day is gone. Sunday Fun Day is long gone. That is an artifact of 2016.
Yes. The Sunday Fun Day shit is kind of played out.
It's crazy. Someone needs to spark that up. And I feel like if the West Loop, if there was maybe 2-3 establishments where they were all friends with each other and they all sat down and came up with a plan and they were like, all right, we'll start here. Because, you know, it used to be a whole day long thing.
Yeah. Back in the day.
Fremont, Joy District, Bottle Blonde, El Jefe, Bounce, Underground. Like there was a whole day map of where you could go.
Mm-hmm.
And that doesn't exist anymore. But I feel like with the absence of it comes the opportunity to create it again. And I don't know. That's just how I feel. I haven't really.
Do you feel like that would be successful in today?
Like why not? You know, like it did work at one point and then it sort of went away.
Do you feel like maybe it's the clubs not really gelling with each other? Because back in the day, I feel like people were more cool with each other. You know, like, oh, we support each other. We're all gonna go here to Fremont, and then after that, together we're all gonna shut down. At this time, we know we're gonna wind down, but then this club is opening up and they're starting up, and then, you know, I feel like the promoters were way more on board. And I feel like now it's just kind of like competition. We're all from the same party at the same time, you know.
It almost kind of feels like it might relate back to what you were saying earlier, where COVID hit and you know, clientele and money coming in is kind of scarce. Yeah. So people are taking what they can get, and that mentality maybe has transformed into like, yo, I can't help you guys out. I'm trying to eat.
Yeah.
You know, like there's not like a friendly relationship where there's like, oh, there's enough crowd to go around, let's all work together. It's like there's not enough crowd to go around, fuck y'all, everyone come here.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. It does feel like that way, man. It does feel that way, and it's kind of, I miss it, bro. I miss it. I feel like old, bro. I feel old saying the shit. Like you start saying shit, I miss back in the day when everybody just got along. It just feels old.
Yeah, it does feel. It feels a little old, especially with these gray hairs coming out of my chin.
Hey, you got a few, man. I'm still pretty black. Dog. I'm still pretty black, bro. It ain't no dye. This ain't no Beijing in my beard either.
That shit don't crack, dog. That ain't no lie.
People wonder like, yo, what the fuck am I putting in my beard? I don't know, bro. It's just not graying out. I know. I just ran into a friend who's the same age as me, beard all gray. I'm like, bro, your life is lifing right now.
He's stressed out. That is a perk of DJing, right? It's not as stressful stressful. In the moment, sometimes it's stressful. Yeah. What song am I gonna play? These people aren't fucking with this. These people are fucking with this. You're trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, it's not real stress.
It's not real stress.
We work 16 hours a week.
Yeah.
And it's
not.
You can keep the black hairs in your face.
The black hairs. I mean, yeah, and I haven't started losing my hair yet atop yet. So, I mean, you beat me in that department.
Yeah, let's just shit on strategy.
No. I love you, man. Come on, dog. I love you too. I miss this, man.
Hanging out with you is great.
I miss this,
This
bro.
is what real friendship is. You know what I'm saying? Just
we've known each other.
Shit, having fun.
I was say we've known each other for 10 years about now. I feel like I met you like right when I moved here. Like I remember.
Stout. I remember
Stout.
You came in with Jem, or Cy, or I think it was Jem and Cy.
Maybe. Who knows?
And actually, Stout's opening back up.
Really?
Yeah.
The same location?
Same location. I think they got a new name. I just saw some pictures of the inside. I seen the CO2 setup.
Oh.
It looks dope. And they were talking about how they want sort of like a Goodnight John Boy music aesthetic.
Yeah.
Not disco as
not
much,
disco, but more sing along.
Sing along. They want country. They want rock. They want top 40. They want
fun shit, bro.
Fun. They want fun.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, that would have pissed me off back in 2014 when I was DJing here, trying to play hit records. But now I want that.
You want it now.
I'm like, give me that.
I think that's what's really missing from the downtown, the River North area is just the fun aspect, you know?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's the fun aspect, bro. That's literally what it is, and that's why I think Goodnight John Boy is like just knocking it out the park. And there's a few other spots that are still playing fun music, but like it's very far and few. It's very far and few. And like you still have like your mega clubs like Tao and all that, and they're still crushing, but that's more current and it's fun in there, but it's a different type of fun, you know. I like Tao because it's an older crowd. You were in there.
Yeah.
So it's an older crowd. You have to have a little bit of money in there, so you weed out a lot of the 25 and under kids that are going to like, let's say like a Joy District, right? Because Joy District is a very more young crowd, right? Mm-hmm. And that's cool. But then you weed a lot of that. Like I play what was it? Get Low at like Joy. And it's like a lot of young kids. And I'm in there from the window, I'm cutting it out. And I'm the only one fucking singing Windows to the Walls. And it just feels kind of like, damn, bro, like the song is like 20 years old and it's probably like older than some of these kids in here, right?
Yep.
And now like I go to like, like a Towel and I can cut the whole damn first verse out and everybody's singing it, you know? So it's a little bit of a difference. So that's why I think Tao still kind of got the edge on a lot of these other spots out here. For me, because it's just a young, older crowd, and I'm a little bit older. Now I can still go into like Joy District and still bang out like my EDM and all this other stuff, and play a lot more festival energy, high energy hip hop, and that still works and it's still fun, at the same time, So I mean, it's just difference, bro. But like, some of these openers, bro.
Bro, me and Cuddy got burned hard by an opener in Nashville. And like it's hard to tell if it's a kid. Yeah, if it's like intentional, like fuck you, or if it's intentional, like
they don't know better.
Check me out. Like, yo, I'm dope. Tell me I'm dope. Like, you're the headliner. I want you to like what I'm doing. Like, cause there is that, you know what I mean? Anytime you're opening for someone, some out of town DJ that's coming in or something, you're like, yo, this is a good opportunity. I want to make sure I crush it. I want to show off
a little bit. Yeah.
But there's a line that you cross.
Bro. There's a line. I mean, There was an opener. I mean, I've been having bad openers lately, man. And
what was the worst story? Give me the worst.
Oh, the worst one had to be back at Shea. Before Shea it was electric. Before it was electric, it was Shea, and they had Lil Wayne, right? And I'm excited for Wayne, right? And from what I know, I'm DJing right before Wayne gets there. So I'm pumped. I'm getting my crates together. And Shorty Low had just died, right? And so in my head, my ace in the fucking spade, like my ace card was They Know. Because he just passed, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to drop it and the crowd is going to lose their fucking minds. And we're going to do a whole little tribute. And so I get there, I'm getting ready to jump on. And then this other DJ jumps on. And I'm like talking to, the GM at the time. And I'm like, yo, what's going on? And they're like, yo, we're going to put this other DJ on before you. I'm like, why? And it turned out because, he was linked with Lil Wayne somehow or whatever. Whatever, bro. So then this motherfucker goes on and proceeds to just take gasoline and pour it all over the fucking decks and just light that bitch up. And the problem is, like, it's not just playing the music. This guy could actually DJ a little bit. So now he's just like, and he's going through the songs fast. Bap, 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 bap. Hook in, hook out. And then he throws on They Know. And the whole place erupts. And I'm like, fuck, man, there goes my goddamn ace in the hole. Damn. Like, god damn it, bro. And I'm just watching this dude just go crazy, 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 crazy. And then, like, Lil Wayne doesn't even perform. He comes over, drinks his whatever, and then he's hanging off in the side, and then he ends up leaving. And then the guy's like, all right, go ahead and jump on. I'm like, what do you want me to play?
Lil Wayne left.
This guy's done.
Played every song he
DJ'd the whole time Wayne was here. He left. He literally played everything. Like, what do you want me to play?
Like, all right, your turn. Come on.
I can't play. Like, when I say everything, bro, like, he probably dropped 300 tracks in like a 45-minute span. It was something magical. I was actually impressed.
Yeah.
But then I was just pissed. And even to this day, I'm just like, man, fuck this kid, man. I still see him like, man, fuck this kid, man. Like, he got me. That was the one time I can honestly say, like, it kind of shook me up a little bit. It's like, fuck, man.
Did you talk to him after?
I mean, like, talk to him about his set?
No, not like have that.
I've had conversations. Yeah,
try and get a feel for, like, was he doing this to be a dick or was he doing this to show off?
He's probably doing it to show off, bro. I didn't have look, bro.
Like, no real bad.
This is why I don't have gray hairs, bro. Because I let a lot of shit go, man. Yeah. It is what it is, man. Yeah. Like, you got that off of me, pause, and now it's just like, all right, bro. I'll never forget, And if I ever get a chance to return the favor, please believe, I'm gonna fucking murder you on this shit.
Oh yeah,
but
it's gonna happen. This time will come.
I haven't had it. He kind of faded off into obscurity a little bit, man, and
that's the ultimate win.
It is. Oh man, so he faded off a little bit, man, and I don't really see him anymore. But like I said, it's always in the back of my head, It's always when I talk to him, I'm like, yeah, well, how you doing? Even, that one time, bro, hey, motherfucker, you got a receipt coming. I got you.
Yeah.
What about you?
I've never, honestly, until that exact moment, like 3 weeks ago when we played Whiskey Row Nashville, I've never really had an opener where I was like,
you felt like,
damn, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like more recently it's harder to get a crowd going. Like, they're less accepting of just being in a room and taking what's given to them. Mm-hmm. And you kind of have to play some hits to get them going. Like,
you have to.
The further we get into this on-demand ass TikTok type shit, mm-hmm. They need what they know and what they like.
Yeah,
and
that's
it to change every 30 seconds.
Yep.
And like, they're being groomed to like, mm-hmm. where an opener, it has to be his own headliner almost, essentially. Like, It's hard to be a good opening DJ that's not playing hits.
It's hard.
That's got a crowd going, ready to go, right on the line. They hand you, the plane, the wheels are off the ground, but we haven't hit max height.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's, listen, opening is one of the hardest jobs you can do as far as DJing goes, right? Because you have to know how to play the room. You have to know how to set it up. You have to know what songs to pick. It's like, this is where programming is fucking key, And if you can nail being an opener, you can definitely headline, you can definitely close, you can do almost DJ anywhere, I feel like, and it's one of those situations, man, where the openers, I feel like now, I don't know if it's just our fault as like the older generation of DJs who didn't really teach these younger kids how to really open. I always look like, okay, who taught you how to DJ? That's where I start looking at, like, who showed you, what it is to DJ, and you know what I'm saying? Because I was taught, how to fucking open through like watching Psy and Jem and then coming and then working the room and then taking criticism, when a DJ be like, yo, don't play that song, bro, or whatever, So then I learned very quickly how to navigate and open a room properly, and how not to burn it and how to set the next DJ up for success. Because you're running support. That's what it is. Support is support. I'm fucking the bitch, you holding the camera.
Right.
This is what it is.
Yeah.
And you get too many of these new younger kids now. Like, I literally was switching over, okay, I'm plugging in. Our next song, I'm ready to go. He's dropping like Lil Uzi Wanna Rock. Like at the height. And I'm just like, bro, I got to DJ for 3 fucking hours, bro. Like, what are you doing playing this song right now? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? Are you trying to embarrass me? I haven't called anybody out. And like, I always think about like the older DJs, like what would Architect say? Yeah. What would Timbuktu say? What would 33 and a Third say? Like, I look at some of these older DJs and they wouldn't stand. I know guys like would cut the fucking music off. Yo, what you doing? Now I don't know. Maybe I'm pussy, but I'm not.
Mike and said some shit.
Nah, maybe I'm pussy, bro. But I don't know. I haven't really confronted anybody, and it's because I just let shit go, and I'm just like, you know what? You got it, bro. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to get on the microphone. I'm going to fucking destroy this room. And I'm going to play that song probably my last 30 minutes now instead of like in my first 2-3 hours. And I'm just going to wait to play that song. So
right. There is so much to be said about that. Like, yes, it's definitely, no, you're not a pussy for doing that. It's definitely, you're a better person for not doing that. And also, you get to play the song again because the crowd turns over, the crowd forgets that it even got played, whatever it is. As much as we want to complain and shit, it's not as big of a deal as it used to be, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Like back in the day when you would get yelled at for that shit, it was a much bigger deal because that was the format, that was the real format was open the club up, nice, sexy, good, slow start. We're getting there. It's going. And then it reaches, peak. Yeah. That's not really the way that a nightclub even works anymore.
Not at all.
And maybe a nightclub, maybe like a Tao, I could see for sure still having that standard because the room is set up for that. The way that, they get earlier parties in there set up for that. And then the people come, it's late night. But like a Bottle Blonde, especially on like a Sunday. I mean, I burned shift one day when I was opening for him, like, because you're not really opening. You're kind of you have your own slot. Yeah, you know what I mean.
You're like you're on your headline
after, and it's like, okay, I can open this room up properly the way that you know what an opener is, but there's gonna be less people here by the time you get on because if I'm not playing the shit they want to hear, they're going to the spot across the street
to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, so
you're right. So it has changed in that regards because I don't even trip anymore. But like you said, like a Tao, that's a very structured format, like and even like a Bounce, or some of these other spots, where the people are staying there pretty much all night, like I can see like a Prism, like you go to Prism, you're not going bouncing around, you're going to Prism and you're pretty much going to be there all night. Right. So to hear the same song, 3 fucking times, within a couple of hours is kind of wild, right? So it's just one of those situations where you got to know how to open up and kind of, there's other music than the new shit, bro. There's other shit. There's so much more music.
And if a crowd is accepting of that other shit, like where you can get into your B-sides bag and like play cool shit and they're liking it, that to me is much more fun.
Way more fun
than playing Mo Bamba.
Mo Bamba, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And listen, I've always was told, and then maybe, like I said, this maybe just be old DJ shit, was like, you know, you get the crowd going and then you bring it right down, take the energy all the way down, like for the last maybe 5 to 10 minutes of your set. So when you do the switch over, the other guy can come in with a bang, you know, and make him look like the fucking star. And I don't see that now from a lot of these dudes. Like, it's like I got to match their energy and I got to go like way fucking harder now. So now, like, I'm walking in, like I said, I'm setting up and the DJ is just wanging some hard shit. I'm just like, all right, well.
Like, I'm not even ready.
All right, well, let me just go ahead and just start off. Like, you know, I'm yelling, I'm jumping on the mic, jumping on the up and down on the mic, and it's just like trying to, you know, it's like you're going in on 1,000 instead of like, okay, I'm coming in on like a 6, and I want to get to a 10. This is perfect. I'm coming in on a 9, like fuck. There's only one way to go from a 9.
There's only so much room to maneuver yourself.
Right. Yeah, man. So that's it, bro. I mean, that's why I said I think I got like a shelf life of maybe a couple years. I'll still play the towels and a few other big spots, but as far as like just the monthly grind of calling people and getting dates and chasing down checks and doing all this stuff for, you know, a few $100 is I think is starting to come to an end for me.
Yeah,
and
I feel that.
And it's no you know. It's no malice in my heart. I still love this shit, and I still love DJing, and still love working with who I want to work with, you know. And you get, when you guys get older, some of the DJs that are listening, when you guys get older, you'll get there and you'll understand. It's just different.
Yeah, I always figured that the game would push me out. I always kind of was like, all right, if I'm going to DJ for a living, like I know that there's an expiration date on this.
Yeah.
I'm not that 75-year-old jacked Italian dude with a yacht who could just come in and get a couple stacks to drop some records and have his wife
exactly who you're fucking talking about too.
I forgot his name.
I forget his name too, but I look at this dude, I'm like, he's the DJ? Look at this guy's tan.
Yeah. But
holy
shit. You know, I figured that the game would push me out one day, and I'm quickly realizing that I want to get out before the game pushes
you out. And that's, you know, leave on your own accord.
Yeah.
Then like now you're begging people for gigs, and then now they're just like, all right, we'll throw him a gig because, you know, I've known this guy for so long. We'll just give you a gig, and you don't ever want to be that guy, you know?
Right.
You still want to get the calls because you're dope and shit, but that call soon starts to diminish.
Yep.
And then once it's gone, buddy.
Yeah.
And now, you know, you're DJing in bars for a couple $100 because, you know, you didn't set yourself up.
Yeah, I sort of want to live that life. I'm envious of those DJs that are just still around, but they don't do any extra work. They just collect checks because they're reliable DJs and they've been around forever, and they're good DJs for sure.
Yep.
But they're not like out here grinding, schmoozing, putting out content, elevating their brand, doing these things, trying to like take over. I almost like want to be a lazy DJ these days. Like I just want to DJ.
You want the soft life?
I want the soft life. I want to DJ like fun spots that I'm enjoying and having fun. I attached money to it for so long to where I'm like, all right, if I'm getting this much money over here, so there's no way I'm DJing anywhere else for anything less.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to climb the ranks and get my money up and
yeah.
I feel like I did that, and I held
same
monetary value in line with, you know, DJ, not skills, but my progression as a DJ was so tied to the checks that I was getting, because the more money you get, the better you're doing, right? That's kind of like
how you judge success, but it's not
real. I'm burnt out from that. I did that for so long that I'm like, yo, fuck money. I'm sick of just chasing money. I spent 2 nights a week in the strip club getting a fatty check, but I'm suffering mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now you don't really feel like the happiest when you're getting this check. Yeah, the check. I totally get it. Yeah. I totally fucking get it, bro. And that's why, let me ask you a question. If you could go back 10 years and talk to your former self 10 years ago, what would you do? Tell them.
I would say
separately, like as far as like, hey, I'm from the future 10 years from now. Here's what the fuck you need to do right now to change what the fuck is going on.
I would say travel as much as possible. Any opportunity that you get to travel, any gig swap, or even a gig where you're maybe even losing money because you're paying for flight and hotel, but if you got money coming in and you can afford that, take that, because I missed out on all that. My mindset was like, gig swapping is whack. If I'm playing out of town,
really, you didn't do the gig swaps?
No, because I was like, if I'm playing at a club out of town, I don't want the manager to come up to me and be like, oh, like, you're the guy that, you know, Jeff brought in because he's going over there.
Yeah.
Like, cool, here's the thing. I want him to be like, yo, strategy, like, what's good? Welcome. We want to take care of you. We brought you here. We wanted you here.
Yeah.
I wanted like that.
You wanted to get in off your name and not off of, oh, that's my man.
Exactly. Yeah. So I skipped out on all that, and I regret it 100%, because I wish I had the what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Experience of DJing all these other cities and in front of different crowds, and really honing my craft, my skills as a DJ from this experience.
Got you.
You know, again, I attached money to it. I made it a monetary thing. If I'm going to DJ out of town, I need this much money. I want them to call me. I want, you know what I mean? I set that standard for myself.
That's what we were kind of taught, though, right?
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
What we were taught, but that's not what everybody. It's like smoke. It's like Instagram. It's smoke and mirrors. Like, that's not everybody's living that fucking life.
Not at all.
Not at all. You know, sometimes you get the gig spot because you know the homie, and now you're just in here, and it just, you know, be an opportunist and take advantage of it.
I wish I would have done that. I would rather be a better DJ today, because I've played in front of so many different crowds and learned this country. You know, I could say, oh yeah, I went to the West Coast and they fuck with this and they fuck with that. I've been on the East Coast and they do this. I know what goes on over here. I don't know any of that shit because I skipped a lot of those opportunities.
A lot of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's really insightful. I think for me, it would be like, yo, get the fuck out the clubs as soon as possible. You start working long term, meaning like start thinking long term for yourself, right? Like I see, like for instance, I see like what Mr. Shaw is doing right now with the whole Bollywood thing and catering to that demographic,
bro.
And I'm like,
he should have been doing that from the jump.
And I told him, like I said, yo, bro, I understand that you really like DJing these clubs, and I'm here to tell you, fuck these clubs, bro.
Yes, dude.
Like what you're doing right now and building this fucking this brand and these weddings and all this other stuff, like that's where it's at. And I told him, like, do not stop, do not slow down, and maybe slow down on the club shit and focus on that, because that's where, and he knows that that's where the real fucking long-term money is. That's something that you can do from now until you're like 70. You know, and even then you can own the company.
You can pass that company to your kids.
Bro. You know, and this is what we specialize. We specialize in doing Indian parties, Indian weddings, Indian private events, like all types of shit like that.
Yes, dude.
And I even told him, like, yo, shoot the package, put it out there, and then take this and make it a traveling party, bro, if you really want to do it that way. And you can literally take that, because there's Indian people all over the place. You can take that from here, you can go to the LA and do that and get all the Indian people to come out, and it's just something dope. It's something fresh. And so that's something I would want to work on. I would tell myself, figure out what that is for you. Figure out what that is. Start your own company, doing your own thing, and move away from the clubs. And like I said, I'm very grateful for where I am in the clubs now, because I get to DJ at, you know, dope spots. But it's like I said, man, when you get older and then when you're looking at the long term of it now it's like every month I'm worried about, am I going to get booked? Am I booking myself right? Am I making enough money?
Yeah.
And da-da-da-da. So that's like a constant stress that's on my back, that every month I have to make sure I hit certain marks. I have to argue and fight for like the gigs with the most money and whatnot. And I don't ever want to. 10 years ago I would tell myself, just stay away from that shit. Like, you know, that's not where it's at. You know, you got to figure out a way so you can set yourself up for a long-term success.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what feels shittier than trying to squeeze $200 out of some company that's making millions on top of millions, selling bottles for tens of thousands every night, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Money's coming in. They're charging $25 for a vodka Red Bull.
Yeah.
You want $200 and they can't, for some reason, can't do it. That's crazy to me. Yeah. And I understand there's
operating costs everybody has to get paid. So I get it, and I don't know. I don't know the back end of it. So on paper, we just see like, yo, you guys made what you're paying me at the door within like not even an hour.
Yes.
And that's just off the door. So why can't you just give me more? But like, you know, there's a lot of other things that go into it, which I've come to realize. I used to be like really jaded back in the day, and but now it's just like, you know, I just try to tell them like, look, bro, I've been DJing for so long. I need this rate. I play at these spots, and I need the max dollars. You know, I don't want to get paid that you're paying the guy who just started DJing during the pandemic the same. It's just what it is. It's no shade to the guy who's been DJing since the pandemic or right before the pandemic. No shade at you, but I'm coming up close to, 19 years of DJing, bro.
Coming up on double decade.
Yeah, bro. Double decade. So it's
coming up on them double D's.
Double D. I mean, you've been DJing. You've been DJing almost as long as I have. No, that's
14.
14. You're coming up there, bro.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Your Quinceañera is right around the corner.
That's it, dog.
Your Quinceañera. You're gonna have a bar mitzvah for your.
Bro, I'm trying to get into the bar mitzvah game,
bro.
There needs to be like a Jew. Like maybe I need to start the event, like you know, the Bollywood shit for Mr. Shaw. He could throw a Bollywood party because there's Indian people that are, you know, 25 to 35 to 40 that want to go out and party.
They want to go out and party,
hear that music and shit. The problem with the bar mitzvah game is it's 14-year-old kids.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to throw a Jewish party where there's 25 to 40-year-old people that want to go out and party.
I think they still do it, but I remember like there used to be like really big Jewish parties like on Christmas Day.
Yeah, there's always like,
I don't know if they did.
You
guys still do that shit, right?
Yeah, I think it was.
'Cause I remember it used to be like massive. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is DJing on Christmas? And they're like, yo, all the Jewish people. That's when they go out and get lit.
I think it was the Landon twins, I believe, who throw that party, or one of them.
Bro, there's some
underground always.
Really big parties on Christmas. It's like, yo, we don't do that.
That's once a year. I want to be able to do this shit once a month, twice a month, whatever. Yeah. But that's what, like you said, the Bollywood shit for Mr. Shaw. Those turntables we were scratching on earlier came from my boy Samir. I never even bought those things. He gave me those.
Nice.
They were his cousins. Anish, shout out to my boy. I just saw all these guys at a bachelor party.
Nice.
Samir's wedding's coming up. And like, I remember them telling me about Indian weddings, motherfuckers paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for everything. DJs are getting $10K. I'm like, bro, just give me the music. I'm like, give me the music I need to know, and I'm gonna go DJ these fucking Indian weddings.
Bro, I've been trying to get on Shaw and like Illis and some of these dudes. I'm like, yo, let me get some of that Indian music, bro. Like, I'm not really gonna look this up. Just give me a folder, give me a crate. Yeah. I still have yet to get it, bro. And so I feel bad when like somebody comes.
Brown Monday,
bro.
You don't know about that Brown Monday, dog.
Brown Monday?
That's my guy.
Yeah?
AP Dillon. You don't know about that.
Wait, I think I have. I think I do got some AP Dillon. Yeah, I don't know that song, but I do have like, I do have something. But now I feel bad because somebody asked me for music. I'm just like, beware the boys. Here we go, loading it up. You know, and it's just such one song that's like, you know, almost 20 years old now. Like,
it gets them going.
It gets them going, but like it does. But I've been trying to. I gotta do a better job with that, man. And it's,
when there's enough Indian people in the club, there's 2 tables of Indian people, and you drop some Indian bangers, it's lit.
It's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah. It's lit, bro. Yeah. So I gotta get more. And if Shaw sees this, you guys
holding out, bro?
Yo, give up the fucking goods.
What's
my guy.
up, dog?
Give me the goods.
Your boys over here.
Yo,
we want to fucking represent.
We want to represent, bro. We want to play some. You know, I had somebody give me a bunch of Hispanic music. I didn't really know Hispanic music like that when I first moved to the city. And they're like, yo, get your Hispanic music together, bro. And you're gonna play in this city in Chicago. There's enough Hispanic people here. You got to learn that shit fast. So I learned all the bangers, all the classics, all the Quinceañeras, dope shit, and all the new shit.
You want to collect a little extra $200 check on a Sunday, play for Mauricio, you better get your reggaeton crates up.
Get your reggaeton crates up, bro. Shout out to Mauricio, man. I miss that guy, man. I've done you heard I've done all Latin parties. I went to a standard bar in Houston and that was a vibe. That's a vibe, bro. You know, Latin parties are dope, bro. You gotta diversify, man. Play outside your comfort range, you know? Yeah. Whenever you start playing the same shit and doing the same thing over and over again, and you just become complacent, that's when you start hating DJing.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. I know it's scary to work outside of what you know, but that's when you succeed, that's the most fun you'll have. You know?
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for new things.
You excited to be an uncle?
I'm very excited to be an uncle.
Bro.
That's big news. I don't think we've talked about it on the pod yet. My brother came inside of his girlfriend.
That's one way of saying it.
He literally was like, we go to dinner, my whole family's there. He makes the announcement,
Okay.
Mom, Dad, you're going to be grandparents, this and that. And then I'm talking to him after.
Your parents cry?
Neither of them cried, actually. I think they were so in shock because
They never thought it would happen?
my dad literally was like, yo, I told myself years ago that I'm never going to be a grandpa, and I just accepted it.
Your dad said that?
I swear he said that.
He just thought that you guys were just going to be like,
I've always said I want to
shimmied up? Or just...
Well, my brother didn't want to have kids for a long time. He's like, I have no desire to have kids. I don't want to do it. I've always said I want to do it, but you know me, I've been out in these streets for a while. I've been doing my thing, not really locking it down with anyone. So I think they were just kind of like, it's a lost cause.
It's a lost cause, so they just knew.
Yeah.
You're just like, yo, we just got...
Psych.
You got you. Surprise.
Yeah, surprise, motherfucker.
Get the fucking baby shower shit ready. Is your brother doing a gender reveal? Is he going to do like one of those goofy gender reveals things?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it's sort of mostly up to his girl.
It's always up to the women.
Yeah, like
it's always up to the women.
I don't think he really gives a shit about anything other than like, I'm excited to have a kid. I want the kid to be healthy.
Yeah.
That's it. Anything else is like whatever you want, baby.
So let me ask you, man. So this is your first time being an uncle. Do you need some advice, or do you?
Advice. I have always prided myself on taking advice from people who are in places that I want to be in. I've gotten anywhere.
Are you going to be the cool uncle, or what?
I'm Funkle gods for life.
Funkle gods?
Yeah.
All right, man. If I had to give you
who sets out to, what is the other option? If you're not the cool, fun uncle, what are you? You're like the predatory.
You're just no. Not the holy shit. Oh, what? No.
What are the uncle options?
The other option
who sets out to be anything but the fun uncle?
Nah, you can just be just the fucking uncle. Just like you come over, you sit down, don't touch shit. We'll put on some TV and I'll give you some cereal and that's it. Like, that's what we're doing.
That ain't me.
Or are you going to be the one that's going to be like, yo, let's go and have a fucking adventure and go out and tear the town up and terrorize?
Yes.
Are you going to be one of those uncles that you're going to use? Well, yeah, you're in a relationship now. I was going to say you're going to use your nephew as getting girls. There are people that do that.
I would have 100%. I would have. I would walk them around on a leash.
Oh my! You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill. What's wrong? You can't say that,
bro. White people put their kids on leashes. I know you've seen it at the airport. Bro, don't act like you travel enough. I know you've seen it at the airport.
You gotta fucking relax, bro. I'm not engaging in this conversation. Bro, why are people scared to come talk with you, bro?
I don't know.
I talked to like 3 people this week, and I'm like, I'm going to do Strategies Podcast. You're like, you're going to do Strategies Podcast?
They get a little nervous.
Sure? I don't know what's up, bro. What's going on?
I think a lot of people are scared that they're gonna say something that it's
gonna get them canceled.
But like, first of all, that cancel shit's dead, and second of all, none of us are big enough to get none of us have illustrious careers where people are coming.
You can get blackballed, but I don't know about cancel. I think cancel. Yeah, I think that's kind of a thing in the past.
It's a thing of the past.
I know that they are. I know that they are still trying to bring that out. Like they're coming out. They're just, I don't know. The internet's weird, bro. The internet is a very weird place. Like you see, I don't know if you saw, but they've been killing Cardi B for smoking cigarettes on her birthday. She was just in her car just smoking cigarettes, and people were just like, "How dare you smoke cigarettes in 2023?" And I'm like, people still smoke. The tobacco industry is a very thriving industry. What are we talking about? It was like a whole thing in black culture. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was just so stupid, and I'm just like. And they, I don't know. I guess John Summit did some weird shit. And
what did he do?
I don't know.
He's a big party boy. I heard
he did some weird kinky shit with some girl on a leash. Funny enough, she had a girl on a leash and she was into it. But then people were like trying to kill him for it. And
see, that's what I'm saying. No matter what you do, someone's gonna be mad at you. Someone's gonna scrutinize it. Someone's gonna say something. So why give a fuck?
It's a safe space.
How can you care?
You provide a safe space. I feel comfortable, and
I appreciate that.
And listen, I know how to fucking talk, so I'm not gonna say nothing crazy. Like, we're not gonna sit here and talk about the war. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get us canceled, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just we're just having conversation. And it's just at the end of the day, it's opinion. So, like I said, I never understood it, and it's a few DJs are just like not scared, or just like I don't want to get. I'm scared. I'm gonna say the wrong thing, and I'm just like, well,
there's no such thing as the wrong thing, because even like we're talking, we're having a genuine conversation, and I've been doing this for a minute now. Sometimes things come out of my mouth, and as they're coming out of my mouth, seconds after they come out of my mouth, I'm like, oh, that didn't,
like the kids on the leash.
No, that was great.
More kids on leashes in 2023, bro.
You just have to give more information and clear it up, because sometimes you say you have an idea in your head, it comes out of your mouth, and it didn't come out the way that you imagined, or the idea is not the same, or when you do say it out loud, it sounds stupid. Sometimes you think things, and then you say them out loud, and you're like, wait a second, that is dumb.
That is pretty
And you
stupid.
just give more of it. You have to talk more. Oh, so sorry, I didn't mean it. Like, whatever the fuck it is, a real conversation. It's not.
Have you faced any backlash since you're doing the pod? Like, has anybody approached you in the streets and like, yo, or like on Instagram or X or Twitter or whatever the fuck it's called, has anybody called you out and said, yo, bro, like, I didn't really appreciate or didn't like what you said about this, or anything like that? Not
the pod itself, not like a full version, a full episode of the pod on YouTube or something, but a clip. And a lot of times when I make these clips, I'm editing. Sorry. I'm editing them to...
That'll be edited out.
Yeah. I'm editing them to be more salacious, to hit a nerve. I want... that's the name of the game.
That is the game. That is the fucking game.
I don't like it, and I talk shit about it, but I am also part of it.
Results. If you clip the most boring part of our conversation and put it up, nobody's running to click to it. But if you clip the part you're talking about kids on leashes, and then you clip me saying like, that's a great idea, and then now just making me say like, that's a great, put these kids on leashes, and now they're running to my Instagram and like, yo, you got twins, you got your fucking kids on leashes, you monster. I'm like, did you watch the episode? No, I just saw the clip. Go watch the fucking episode. He pieced that together to make you click on it,
So I'm part of the problem. I do that.
Everybody does that, bro. It's not you. It's everybody, bro. It's literally everybody. I don't know if how much you keep up with this other podcast and shit, but Joe Budden, he said some choice words about the Drake album, and Drake didn't like it, but they clipped it up. They clipped up the fucking salacious part, put it on the internet. And like there was like maybe like 40. He talked for like an hour, maybe said 30 minutes of like praising the album, and then like a 5-minute like Cole washed you on this fucking album, bro. Like, goddamn, you suck. Step your bars up. We want to hear more mature bars, and then that's the thing that got clipped, and then now everybody's running, and that's the whole thing, and Joe's getting killed online. I'm like, well, did you guys listen to the episode? He praised the man for like 40 minutes, and like maybe 20 minutes talked a little bit of shit on it, and then kept it moving, and
that's what he wanted, though.
He wanted.
Joe, but we've seen this before.
We've seen it with everybody.
We've seen this before.
Joe Charlamagne does it.
Have had beef before in the exact same way.
Yeah,
he sort of comes for him, and then Drake has to put down his chalice, and
what did you think?
A couple bitches off of him so he can get out of bed and write a tweet.
What did you think of the whole fucking the whole post that he posted?
He went hard. Joe Budden
he went crazy, bro.
If
at the same time he went crazy, I thought it was kind of corny, because anytime the dude who's losing in like a roasting battle starts talking about how much money he makes, it's like, all right, bro. It's like, I fuck more bitches than you anyway, and it's like, all right, bro, all right, what are we talking about, man? Like, I don't know. And then Drake speaks from a privileged point, bro. Like, there's not. How many other rappers you can name who's as rich as Drake off of just rapping?
I don't think any. Right?
Anybody, nobody. And some people try to say
he's got money, but it's not from rapping.
It's not from rapping at all. At all. I mean, Jay had to do like 15 fucking different businesses, I think, just to get the money that he's at now. And I mean, it's great money. I'm not trying to shit on it, but off of rap alone,
and he can't even give his cousin $4,500.
I heard about that, bro.
You saw that?
That shit was wild. I mean, yeah. Somebody broke it down. It was like if that was an equivalent of like if it was like if he
You're
was
making
like
$50,000 a year, it's like giving your cousin 10 cents.
yeah, something crazy, some crazy shit. I mean, look, bro. I it's hard for me to kind of judge that because I don't know. Like, you know, we haven't been in this point of privilege, but who knows? That could have been the cousin that been like, yeah, I got this business I want to start, bro.
Yeah, no.
With no fucking business plan. I just, you know.
100%.
Just ask me for the money.
Come correct, and you get the money.
Become
but if
correct.
you just, you know, we're sitting
I got this crazy idea where I can sell fur.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like, sell what? Yeah, I just need the money, bro. No. Then, yeah.
All right. I got to piss real quick.
All right, go for it, bro.
Edit this out. You want to piss or anything? You want some water?
No, I'm good, bro.
Oh, all right. We're back.
We back, man.
Sorry, I had to do that. It just gets a little crazy sometimes.
Your bladder is like the one of like a 3-year-old, bro.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not my bladder itself. It's
your
my
prostate?
mental capacity to hold my piss in.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
It's an
mind fuck
anxiety thing. It's a mind fuck. I've pissed myself in the car before on the way back from Milwaukee.
Yeah,
like,
because you
like recently. Nah, I wasn't a child. I was driving.
I always laugh because I can relate, bro. It's a mind.
I know. You were at 858 one time. You pissed yourself.
Yeah, that was damn, bro. Straight up. Damn, bro. You remember?
You think I don't remember?
Yeah, I see, bro. You just keep that back in your back pocket, just like, yo. That wasn't my happiest moment, bro. I can tell you that much, bro. No, I've definitely had those moments like I've had to piss so bad, and it's like a mental thing. And then like I'm trying to fumble with the fucking keys to get in the door, and like none of the keys. I'm like, fuck.
Yes.
And you can feel it coming out, and it's just dude.
How about when you have to piss so bad you got a pair of sweatpants on and you go to pull it down and you think that you've pulled it down
you think you're in
far
the clear?
enough and you start pissing,
but
you start pissing on your pants because you started too early?
Yeah, I thought that was just me. No, it's good to know I'm not alone in this in these bladder problems, bro.
We're out here.
Hey, man, I stopped drinking. I'm over 200 days sober, man.
That's right.
Let's clap it up for that. I don't know.
Definitely.
This is Diamond Cuts in the applause with a horn. 200 days sober. It hasn't been easy, bro, but it was one of those things where, you know, I'm navigating this new space of DJing and living life without drinking, and it's been a bitch. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a bitch, but it's only a bitch because I feel like I'm missing out. You know, I feel like it's like that camaraderie, right? It's like I'm watching people like, hey, cheers it up. And they're taking shots and toasting. Yeah. And I'm over here with my bottle of water just looking extra mad, like, you know, giving them the side eye. Like, yeah, that looks like you guys had a moment there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could, I mean, I feel that is definitely a thing. You're missing out on the camaraderie of drinking, the networking, the team building aspect. That is the biggest benefit of drinking in the clubs and networking and doing all that shit.
Fact.
But I do remember seeing Sean Mack on his birthday was like not drinking or something, and then afterwards he was like, I had this bottle of Ace that was just filled with water in my DJ booth all night pretending to be drinking.
That's pretty smart.
That's a solid move because you can sort of brand that to yourself where you're like, I only drink
Ace,
whatever, something you have in your DJ booth, but it's just got water in it, and then anytime someone wants a shot.
But what happens if somebody wants to drink though? Someone's like, yo, pour me a shot. Let me get a shot of that.
You say, this is my shit. Go buy your own.
Yeah. I mean, hey, bro. You're right. You're right. Now I'd be like, listen. Somebody be like, yo, you're stingy, bro. This dude took a whole bottle to himself. Didn't want to give nobody any. Like, that's kind of wild.
But then that's how the legend is born. You know. Then years later, people are talking about, yo, you know, Heavy fucking brings his own bottle, only drinks it, won't give it to nobody.
That's some broke people shit, bro. What's crazy is I went to when I was at this one John Boy, and I went to go plug in my USB stick, right? And I've lost too many USB sticks, right? So right now, if you look at my keys, I'll put the USB sticks with my keys, right?
Yeah.
That way I know I can't leave my fucking USB stick. Yeah. I go to plug it in one day, and Dante looks at me. He's like, yo, the fuck you doing? What is that? So it's my USB stick. He goes, yeah, but what is that attached to it? Because those are your keys? And I'm like, yeah, it's so I don't forget my USB stick. I don't want to leave it behind. He legit looked me in my eyes and said, yo, that's the brokest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. Fucking done, bro. It's like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't want to have to keep buying these, bro. These are expensive.
Correct.
They're fucking expensive, bro. They're like $80, $90 a piece. I don't want to just keep dropping that on a dime, but I mean, it was some broke shit. This is some broke people shit. Some broke boy shit, bro.
You could get, you could hit Temu and get a case, 100, 200 USB.
How reliable are those? How reliable are those, though?
Well, you're dealing with quantity over quality at that point.
You got Temu on your phone? You fuck with the Temu shit?
I've never been on it. My mom's a big Temu fan. She keeps trying to get me to get on it. And I keep telling her that the CCP is probably going to blow her house up one day. She keeps buying shit off of that.
Listen, there's a reason why Temu's so there's a reason why Temu's so cheap, bro. Because, I mean, you're taking, like, if you look at this shit, you're literally raping your phone of all the data, bro. It's kind of wild.
Oh, yeah.
I watched this video that was, like, breaking down, like, all the shit that they can take from you. And I'm just like, God damn. Like, there's a reason why you're getting such a great fucking deal on fucking whatever.
Your data.
Yeah.
The data, I believe, is like the most high end. It's the most sought after information.
How can I start selling data? Like, I want to start selling like some ass. Instead of selling ass, I want to sell data.
Well, you have to be able to scrape it first. I mean, there is like nerds. There's like hackers that are able to, if you can hack into Google Maps and get the data of everyone who searched a restaurant in Chicago. Now you have all that data. You can sell that to somebody who's trying to sell steaks to people that are looking for restaurants.
That may be my next hustle, bro. Figuring out how to data mine and
you're a tech guy.
Figure it out, bro. I mean, there's money in that. That's shit.
If you can scrape the data off of something, if you can figure out, if you can get creative and find a niche to mine data, you can sell that shit for sure.
No, bro. Listen, bro. I'm gonna figure it out. Hey, have you figured out what you're doing for New Year's yet?
No,
it's that time.
I haven't gotten any offers yet, and I think I'm just gonna take off.
Wrecked.
I took off last year. It was incredible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It felt weird or no? It's got to feel weird.
It's not weird. It's amazing because New Year's is always the worst night. You're always like, oh, big night's huge. Could be. What song am I gonna play? The countdown. Like, there's all this preparation that goes into it, and then it's just like
hate that aspect.
Garbage night.
I fucking hate that aspect. I hate having to figure out like what to play at midnight, bro.
Yeah.
There's so much fucking pressure, and then like you get online, all these edits are just so fucking like. Either they're doing too much or they're just so trash, and it's just like, fuck, bro. Just tone plays, it's the worst tone plays, and I'm just like, I think at one point for a couple of years I just started playing the old school, was it All Saint, whatever the fuck it is, All Lines, whatever the fuck it is, just the original song, and then I would just like say something and then backspin out of it and then drop whatever I want after that,
Yeah, I always download a few little edits. Got like 3 to choose from. I see where the night had gone previously before midnight, and then I pick which one of those I want to drop.
Yeah, I mean, last year was perfect because I opened for E-Rock at Tao. They paid me really good money. I was home by like 12:30.
That's fire.
Fire, bro. And good money too. Real good money. I'm not going to disclose how much, but it was good money. Good enough for me to be like, yo, how can I do this again next year?
Yeah.
Like, and he did the countdown. So like, I really DJ from like 10 to like 11:45. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah.
Got to see him play just for like maybe like 10 minutes and then got home 12:30, 12:45 on the dot. It was just done.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful. One of the best years of my life.
Yeah. I think I'm going to ring in the new year on my girlfriend's couch in front of her fireplace. She has a wood burning fireplace in her apartment. We used it last night. It was life changing.
What do you mean you used it last night? How do you
she lit a fire.
She just lit a fire?
There was a fire in her living room. Have you ever been in front of a fireplace? I've only been in front of a fireplace like one other time when I was a child.
Okay, well, first off, all right. We had a fireplace in my home.
Growing up? See, that's dope.
Yeah, we had one growing up.
That's dope.
Yeah,
Did you guys use it often?
No.
No,
not a lot,
bro. This was like it's a campfire. Like there's something special about a campfire. This was a campfire in the living room. I've never really experienced that. It was amazing.
So, I mean, that's dope, bro. I mean, did you guys do anything else? Just.
Well, yeah. Obviously, she sucked my dick in front of the fire.
That's what I'm trying to get. I'm like, yo, bro, you're just so happy with the fireplace being lit. I'm like, there's something else that had to happen. Like, I wasn't trying to pry into your personal business, but you just be like, yeah, no, there's an amazing fireplace. I'm like, all right, bro, you've never seen fucking fire burn, but like maybe
in a living room of a Chicago apartment in Old Town, like that's not normal. Don't try and tell me that's normal.
Oh no, I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, she lives in a good spot, or yeah. I mean, that's a dope. Is it her spot or an apartment?
It's an apartment.
It's a dope apartment, bro. She lives in a really fucking dope apartment. I mean, you don't really see that. You don't really see fireplaces in apartments.
I don't know that it's even legal to make that anymore.
In an apartment, probably not, to be honest with you, because it's a fire hazard.
It's dangerous.
It's a fucking fire hazard.
In there. If my tenant's at a fireplace, I'd be shitting my pants.
Because you never know. Like, you fall asleep and you light the whole shit up. No, that's a fact. Well, yeah, man. Listen, bro. You get it how you get it. You put down a little bear. You put the bearskin rug.
She
down.
got a couple cats. We're laying with the cats in front of the fire. It was nice.
The cats watch you get your dick sucked, bro.
Yeah,
that's wild.
That's how you establish dominance.
You don't put the cats away?
They thought they fucking ran that crib, bro. When I first came in there, they were trying to tell me like, this is my crib.
That's why.
And I said, hold my beer.
Watch what your mom does to me. It's fucking crazy. Your mom's about to give it up. Watch, you're gonna see a whole different side of your mother today. That's awful. That's awful, man.
You gotta let them know.
Let me ask you something. So how long you and your girl have been together now?
Officially it's been about 3.5 weeks, but I've known her for 4 years.
Okay, so
4 years ago.
So she knows
we've reconnected.
What you used, like how it used to be with you.
Yeah, there's no hiding the man that I used to be. And
you're a different man. That's different. You changed now.
I wouldn't have it any other way. I wouldn't be able to like try and hide that.
You can't.
You can't.
You can't because then she'll start getting the stories from her friends and other people who oh, you with that guy?
Yeah.
The party dude? And then start pulling up old Bottle Blonde videos.
It's a wrap.
And it's a wrap, bro. Then next thing you know, you're on to the next one, bro. So it's one of those things where that is dope that she does kind of. So she's not industry, is she?
She's a AGM at a nice restaurant, so she's service industry, but not DJ nightlife industry.
Yeah, but still, that's still kind of hand in hand because I always said it takes a very particular type of woman to date a DJ. Yeah, it's a fact.
Actually, this is a good question for you. Let me ask you this: when you were DJing back in the, how long have you been married?
Been married since 2011, so it's been some years, bro.
About 12 years.
Yeah, it's been some years.
So you've been DJing for 18. So how long were you dating your wife before she was your wife?
Oh, shit. We were dating, I want to say 5-6 years.
Prior to 2011.
Yeah.
So you were DJing.
Yeah, I was DJing by then.
Did she come to a lot of your gigs in the beginning?
Yes.
How was that?
But because I
hate that.
So we met in college, so it's a little bit different, right? Because the college we went to was Western Michigan, and there wasn't a lot of things going on over there. It's Kalamazoo, so it's not a lot going on in Kalamazoo. If there's a party being thrown, like especially on campus, everybody was there, right? And everybody who's like trying to party was there, right? That's just what it was. So, she's younger and she's going out, so that's kind of what you just did. You just went out, and then she's in a sorority, so I did a lot of fraternity and sorority stuff back in the day. So she would come out all the time. As I got out of college and started traveling a little bit more, she would come out every now and then, but then she realized you go out with a DJ, it's kind of boring because I'm working. It's like essentially me coming to your job and just watching you work.
Yes.
So she quickly realized, she's not going there with friends and drinking and hanging out. Coming to hang out with me is it's kind of boring because when I'm dialed in, I'm just dialed in. I'm thinking of like 5 songs ahead. I'm playing the next shit. I'm on the microphone. I'm doing this, doing that, looking over here. So if you come out and hang out with me, I'm very like the worst host. I'm just like, yo, Even like your Thursday. I didn't really talk to you. Like you came out, you hung out, and I was like, yo, get some water, some Red Bull, and that's it. And then I'm in it, and I'm just I need to be better at that. There are some people who take the time to like turn the music down and let the song play out, and I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna talk to you and host, and I probably would have more friends if I did that, but I'm just like, yo, come out. And then it is what it is. If I get a bottle, if I get some drinks, drink tickets, it's all yours. But other than that, But no, but she learned very quickly not to really come out like that. And so, as I progressed in my Chicago career, I started getting away from more hip hop and music that she probably tends to like, and I'm in there playing more like top 40 and stuff like that. So I can't really remember the last time she came out to come see me DJ. Yeah. But it probably would feel a little bit weird, but it would probably feel like old times. But I mean, she's a mother now, and and she's working, and it's just, I don't know if I'd be in the clubs if I was, if I wasn't DJing, I don't go to the clubs. I don't go out, Yeah. Because one, the no drinking aspect. Two, these DJs aren't really what they used to be. And three, it's just, come on, dog. And three, it's just, I'm old, man. I don't know. I'm older, so I don't really gel with shit like that. So
I feel you.
But so does your girl, she doesn't come out?
She's been coming out. And
it's weird.
It's
awkward.
Weird is one word to describe it. It's just taking some getting used to, because an earlier version of myself would make a big deal of it, and I would either be like, yo, you can't come with me because I'm not enjoying it, or I would be like, I don't want a girlfriend anymore. That's the old me would have said one of those two things. I'm really trying to fight the initial feelings and urges that I get like those types of things, where I know that even though it's making me uncomfortable and I'm not necessarily enjoying it, it's the right thing to do is to be able to have my girlfriend in my DJ booth while I'm DJing, right? Like,
I think that's every girl when you first start dating them. That's kind of like how it is. They want to be behind the booth, but then they'll quickly learn that shit's boring.
Yeah,
they'll quickly learn, and she'll quickly learn. She'll catch on that, same shit, different days. What you deal with is his work.
Yeah, and I have a particularly worse situation, I think, because like, yes, I was the party guy for so long. My booth was only filled with essentially naked women. You know what I mean? So for me to be like, oh, I love you, babe, I'll see you later. Like, no, you can't come. I could only assume it would bring feelings of like, well, what is he doing?
Yeah, what is he doing?
Why doesn't he want me there?
Why does he want me to come?
So that's the last thing I want, is to like create those feelings for her. So I'm like, yes, if you want to come. And through. I told her it makes me uncomfortable. I don't love it. And there's a few aspects of why. Because I really like this girl, and she means more to me than anybody else in that nightclub. So the pressure is on for me even more.
Because you feel like you
bomb. I wouldn't want to bomb in front of her.
Yo,
that would
bombing in front of your girl is crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Can you imagine you up there and then like?
That's what I'm saying. The pressure is that much higher. Like,
and then you gotta have that awkward drive home. Yeah. Babe, how was it tonight? And she's just like, it was all right. It was cool.
Yeah, you're like, did you have fun? She's like, oh, of course I had fun. I'm like, you fucking lying bitch. Tell me the truth.
Yo, bombing in front of your girl is crazy, yo. If that's what you DJs are doing in the clubs, that's wild.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
like, you have to murder it. You have to fucking murder it.
You have to murder it. The pressure's on.
Or you got to quit DJing altogether. If you
just even a train wreck, is so much more of a big deal now. Now I'm in my head. I can't get past it. I'm thinking about it.
You imagine train wrecking. You look at your girl and she's like,
right.
I wouldn't have done that.
There's that. There's that aspect of it.
It's crazy. I'm just picturing a girl. Ooh. Oh, I wouldn't have done that. That didn't sound that good. Maybe you go home and practice some more, honey. You'll be okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Dust it off. You'll be all right.
I'm trying to get past that. And then there's also like the nightclub, I don't want my girlfriend to be a nightclub girl. Like, I don't want, she's a very nice girl.
Yeah.
She's, socially savvy. She's outgoing. So like, there's on one hand, I'm like, I don't want you standing in my booth bored out of your mind. Like, have fun, talk to people, but like, relax. Don't talk to everybody. I don't want you to be friendly with everybody. I don't want them inviting you out on other nights. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you to be
your girl
in
meets
this
the promoter.
world.
Your girl meets the promoter.
Yeah, it's the last thing anybody wants. I'm like, it's like having something you cherish and something so nice.
He's like, no, that's my innocent one. You can't do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, stay home.
Stay at home.
Wait for me. I'll be there.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Do this. Get it done.
Get it out the way.
I'm not even really enjoying it.
Trust me, bro. I've been married for a while, man. So I think a lot of people do deal with that up front. But it goes away eventually.
And it has to. I know that my uncomfort, I will become. The longer you sit in uncomfort, the more it becomes comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Or the ultimate trick, the ultimate hack, just get her pregnant.
Yeah. See,
that's bad advice. But I mean, if you really
now you gotta stay home.
Now you gotta stay at home, barefoot and pregnant. It's fucking so terrible. Nah, I mean, that is a dad hack though.
I mean, that Dolo told me that's the move, dog. That's what you do.
Shout out to Dolo, man. Yeah. I love that guy. Yo, I really miss Dolo. So let me ask you this. You and Dolo, do you still get the questions where people hit you, where's Dolo at? Where's Dolo? You still get that a lot? Because, you guys were like a couple.
That was my relationship. He was my heterosexual life mate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. And listen, did you guys have like that, now that he's still in Houston, he seems really happy out there, and I'm really, really proud of him, man, and I'm loving the man that he's becoming and everything like that. Do you guys, have you guys broken up officially yet? Like, have you guys had that talk of like, things are just going differently, and I'm gonna go my way, you're gonna go your way,
because that's not it. It's not like a breakup like that. Like,
it kind of is. It feels like when Shaq left Kobe, bro. I mean, I was hurt.
It's like he's still one of my best friends, and I love him,
of course.
And there's nobody who I like to talk to and spend time with more, but our relationship was so deeply entangled in work and like building a brand, that when that sort of ended, it feels like our entire relationship ended. It probably feels to people like we don't like each other.
Have you given the audience like a episode where you guys kind of like, that like final hurrah?
No, because a lot of times when we get on here, we will almost do the opposite, where it's like we're talking shit and then we come up with an idea, because it's just like what we do. We just bullshit, and then like idea sparks up, and then the other person adds to it, and then you add to it, and then it's like going back and forth, and then we have this idea and we're like, yo, let's fucking do that. Like, we should get with a nightclub and throw a reunion, a 10-year reunion party, I think was like the last thing we talked about.
Okay.
Chicago, do a Strategy and Dolo show.
That'd be dope.
Reunion. You know what I mean? Like,
that'd be fire.
We'll come up with an idea and then we'll just never execute it. But we never are like, there's never been like all right, we're done with this. Because we're never really done.
Know what I'm saying? But, I mean, it feels like you guys are done, only because you guys are on opposite ends of the country now, right? You're always up north and he's always south.
For sure.
So it's like, it feels like it, and maybe not done, but maybe just closing that chapter, because I feel like, not to say that it was all about, like, it's not all you were, but it was a big part of who you were, was the Dolo and Strategy,
For sure. So, I mean, I think just taking this podcast and making it mine, Party with Strategy podcast, and then having Dolo on as much as possible,
kind of make it feel like it was still like the Dolo and Strategy show.
I mean, that sort of to me signified sort of the end of like the Strategy and Dolo show.
I'm saying it backwards. Sorry, Strategy and Dolo. Sorry,
whatever.
Whoever's name is first. I'm sorry, man.
Same strategy. Fucking thing.
Strategy, Dolo, Strategy, whatever.
But
you wanted your name to be first? Tell the truth. You're like, I gotta be.
I told him, I remember we were sitting in that room deciding, we were making the logo and shit, deciding what we wanted to do. And I said, I think that the Strategy and Dolo show sounds better, it rolls off the tongue better. the Dolo and Strategy show, the Strategy and Dolo show, and he agreed.
Yeah, Strategy and Dolo.
Ran with it.
Maybe, yeah, I like.
But I mean, who for name for it doesn't matter. Both our faces are on it.
Both your face. You guys both own the IP. It doesn't matter. Yeah,
it's whatever.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
But yeah, I mean, he's coming for Thanksgiving. He's coming to Chicago, so we're definitely going to do an episode. I want to do as many as possible.
Yeah,
I want to do like me, him, and a guest every time. So I would love to have you on. I'm trying to get Morgan on from Tao.
Yep.
That would be amazing.
But again, there's this, like I said, there's this weird thing where people are just scared.
A lot of people are scared.
A lot of people are scared, you know. That's
what separates the men from the boys. That's why me and you are here.
What's the most hurtful no you gotten? Like you thought, yo, he's definitely gonna do the show, and then they're like, nah, and you were just like, damn, bro, that hurts. You were my homie. You don't have to say his name, but like you can just kind of describe how you felt in that moment.
I've never felt that way. I've never asked somebody who I was like
that's the homie. He's for sure going to help me out and help me build this show and help me like do this episode with me, and we're going to have this great convo. And then he looked at you and said, no, fuck yourself.
I've never felt let down like that. I've never had that experience yet. But I've just asked, like, I think fucking Riz would be amazing on here.
Yeah.
I think having Navik on here would be amazing. I want to get Gordo on here. There's so many people that I want to talk to because they're knowledgeable.
Yeah.
They've gone through things. I've watched them do things. I've watched them, create. There's so much talent in this city. There's so many big personalities in this city. I want to talk to everybody, but like, Riz doesn't want to come on. He's scared to say something wrong.
Yeah, that's what it is. People are scared.
I'm like, who gives a fuck? And it's not live. We can edit whatever. Like, even if we film it and you decide you don't want to post it, we can do that. But like, let's at least try. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and listen, bro. It's content, and the content game is kind of tricky because you're putting yourself out there.
Mm-hmm.
Even me with like, I've been on this workout journey, right? And I've been working out, and I've been posting like clips of me working out. And at first I was like, I don't know if I really want to post my fat ass really working out. But then like it became like an accountability thing for me, like hold myself to a public accountability.
Yeah.
So then like it was also content. But then like I was worried because like, I'm coming off the couch off of like 3 years having 2 kids and like not really moving. And then I'm trying to do like these squats and I'm not really bending at the knees right. And I got this guy in my comments like, hey bro, you're not doing that shit right, bro. Yeah. You got to hurt your back. And here, if you really want to work out, and they're like, okay, all right, bro, settle down. Yeah. Like I'm not fucking fitness Joe over here. I'm just average Joe. Let me just fucking figure this shit out. And yes, okay, I'll take your advice. But then like, after a while, after those comments kind of settle down and you start getting into the praise and people being inspired and people saying like, that's dope, you're doing that. And I've had other people say, yo, I'm a dad too, and I'm getting back into the gym because I see you're in the gym. And so that is like, the kind of thing you have to kind of push through, personally, at least for me, and that, you were posting a lot of workout content. You kind of slow down with that.
Yeah. I being like a chubby,
and you look great, by the way.
Yeah,
you look. I mean, do you hit your goal weight?
I was the skinniest and most in shape I've ever been in March 2023.
So this past March, okay.
I think it was 23. Yeah, not 22.
This past March.
One of the Marches.
Okay.
I had a bachelor party. It was like the bachelor party was on the calendar for March. It was probably like December when I really decided like, yo, I'm gonna set my shit straight. I was mostly, my back was hurting a lot. I still have back issues where it's like my back, my shoulder, my hip, everything is sort of connected, my ankle. And I was like, I bet you if I lose enough weight to get rid of like these love handles and this belly, that I'll be able to fix my posture and stop my back from hurting. So I would like really set out on a goal to do that. And
has it worked?
Did it. And it definitely feels better.
Feels a lot better?
It did. I'm a little chubby right now. I just got a girlfriend.
You got a girl, bro. So you're gonna
in front of the
fireplace eating s'mores and pizza and shit.
Yeah, so
getting your dick sucked, bro. I mean, like that's the life.
I gotta catch
bro. You're living the life, bro. I haven't had that yet. Getting my dick sucked in front of a fireplace.
Bro,
I'm sure that's a euphoric experience.
It's quite incredible.
The warming of the heat and the warming of the mouth. It's like double warmth.
Yeah, the temperatures were hitting.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro.
But yeah, I got to put a stop to it before it gets too crazy. But 100% for sure, between eating clean, not putting bullshit in my body to then inflame my joints and muscles and organs and everything. That was one key factor. And then losing the weight was another key factor. It's like it all works together. And it's so fucked up because I can sit here and tell you, yes, I ate good and I worked out and my problems were minimalized and I felt better. But then also here I am sitting here saying I'm not doing any of that shit right now. Yeah. Like I know what works. I know what will help. And it's hard to do.
Bro, at this point for me, like, and then point of honesty, I've been like big for a long time, right? And who knows the damage that I've done to my body long term. Right. And I've come to like grips to accept the fact that, you know, I'm going to be battling with weight until the day that I die. Maybe they'll clip this up and they'll put this, you know, when I do eventually, unfortunately, meet my timely death. But like, it's one of those things where I'm always going to be battling it. Right. It's like, it's just my demon. Right. Some people have drugs. Some people have alcohol. Some people have gambling. Unfortunately, like just eating better and living a clean, like healthy life as far as with food, relationship with food, I'm gonna die to it, bro. And that's just what it is. But like my goal with working out and everything is just to prolong it, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's just to prolong the inevitable. Because at the end of the day, we're all gonna go, right? We're all gonna go. Some are gonna go with old age. Some are gonna go with however they go, right? I can walk out tomorrow right now and go get hit by a car, and that's how I go. But like at the end of the day, if I could control me prolonging like a massive heart attack another 10 years so I can have with my kids, I'll take that, you know?
Yeah.
Then to like the opposite and having a heart attack at like 45 or some shit like that, right? You know, if it's like, you know, if I can prolong it another 10 years and maybe 15 or 20 years, that's the real goal for me, you know, it's just to prolong the inevitable. And that's just being realistic. It's unfortunate, it's morbid. I don't want to get morbid, but that's just what it is. And that's just being a realist, right? I don't know. Yeah. It took me a while to come to grips with that, but then it was just like, all right, if I'm going to die to this, let me at least see how much longer of a life I could squeeze out of it. So then let me do things to get my heart pumping and you know, and hopefully the weight comes off, it comes off. If not, if I can at least squeeze another couple days out of this shit, then so be it. And that's just kind of like where I'm at with it now, you know?
That's real shit. And I think that you 100% will be able to prolong your life through health.
Yeah,
through chasing.
But again, I don't know how much damage I've done. Like I said, like, you know, like I try to do the squats, my knees are fucked up, you know, and like cartilage is coming out my knees, and now it's like because I've been so big for so long, and so, and, you know, and I think the skinniest I was 2020, like right before that pandemic hit. That pandemic did the job on your boy, bro.
It did work.
That shit. I mean, I'm even looking at the last podcast we did together. I'm like, damn, look how spread out I am. I'm fat as fuck. It's like that Timberland moment in was it when he was that Jay-Z doc, the Black, you've seen that?
I don't know
the Black album, when he was like making the Black album, and then he did the doc, and then Timberland was there, and Timberland said he saw himself like eating a banana and drinking a gallon of milk, and he was like super fat. And after that, Timberland like, yo, I hated the way I looked in that fucking doc, and he got in like the best shape. I think he got on steroids too, yeah, for sure. But like
him and Dre, I think he was shooting Dre and Dre was shooting him.
that's what's happening. Just bend over and just take the shot in the ass. Oh my God. It's funny. I walked up, this is my new thing, like people are like, oh, you look good. And I like I said, yeah, I'm trying to get like you. You know, I'm trying to, how do I get, you know, made some quick advice. How do I get to look like you? This one bouncer was like, yo, steroids. Yeah. Look me straight in the eyes. And I was like, all righty then. Not work on your delts or like not fasting. I've heard like intermediate fasting works. I'm going to try that probably.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna yo-yo up and down right now, bro. I mean, I'm going to go up, I'm going to go down, I'm going to go up. And it's just, as long as you fight the good fight, bro, that's it, man.
I suffer from the same disease. Food is definitely my biggest vice.
You know, it's not even like maybe it's not even like so much the food. It's like the lack of sleep, because as DJs, we don't sleep. You need to sleep, right? To really like burn off the calories, right? And then on top of that, it's like the problem. That's why I'm gonna try to intermittent fasting, because you're supposed to, put some time between your last meal and your first meal, right?
Yeah.
And I don't really do that at all, because I'm eating late at night, and I'm waking up. And I'm trying to like scramble, trying to get some food or whatever. And it's just, my eating's all fucked up. It's not even like a consistent thing. When I lost all that weight, it's like I didn't have kids, so I can put myself on a timer, eat like the amount of protein every 3 hours or some goofy shit like that I was on, But it worked. And like to do that now, it's like not even feasible, bro. I didn't even eat breakfast. Like I had like a protein bar after I had a workout today, and that was it. And so we're going on. What time is it now? 2:24, and I haven't really eaten a meal yet today.
Yeah. What are you gonna get?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna go home and find something to eat. I don't know.
Some fruit snacks?
The kid digging into kids' fruit snacks. That is one thing you have to look forward to as an uncle, man. Is like the snacks around. You go to your brother's house, he's gonna have like mad snacks, and you can go over there high and just get into the fruit roll-ups.
Just the shitty high uncle that eats all the food.
Bro, that's the best uncle, bro. Every time Uncle Zach comes around, bro, his eyes are red and he's just so happy. We eat all the snacks. You're like, come on, you want to go out to McDonald's? Come on.
Yeah, we'll go get some more food.
Get some more food.
Get you a little toy, a little Happy Meal.
Oh my God, dude.
Send you back home. I'm gonna get him a drum set.
Oh, that's the fucking. You're gonna be that fucking uncle. Oh, I'm gonna kill you. My kid comes home with a fucking drum set, bro. Oh my goodness.
Talk about loss of sleep.
Oh, I would fucking murder you. I'd be like, yo, you can't come around no more, bro.
Dude, it's crazy. I had a drum set when I was a kid in my
Who bought it?
My dad bought it for me. It was in my mom's crib, and she allowed me to play whenever I wanted, even if she was napping. She would like shut the door, put some earmuffs on, had the fucking eye things on. I could play the drums.
Your mom's a good mom, bro.
She was a very loving woman that
Your mom's a good mom because
determined to let me do whatever I wanted to do, and I appreciate it.
That's a good mom, bro, because I ain't flying around in my house growing up, bro. Hell no, bro. You kidding me?
It's crazy.
Fucking drug. Yo, keep your ass quiet. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
that's dope.
She never cooked a meal, but she did let me play the drums.
Okay, my mom cooked all the time. So yeah, there it is, bro. Good home cooked meal, bro.
Yeah.
Well, bro, this has been great, man. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
No, we're just shooting the shit at this point, but we could wrap it up for sure.
Hey, man,
definitely. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. This is a pleasure, bro. This is, like I said, hopefully I didn't say anything to get me canceled.
No.
I didn't have to Kanye.
First of all, you're uncancelable.
No,
you're uncancelable. You can't be canceled.
I'm like Trump.
You check all the boxes.
I'm like Trump.
You're like Trump. You're the Black Trump.
The Black I don't want that title. That just sounds nasty when you say it. The Black Trump is fucking terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
No, but for real, thank you. Always a pleasure talking to you. Time flies.
Yeah, time flies. I mean, we've been here for a while. I'm sure Diamond Cuts is like, yo, I still got to edit this asshole, so.
Yeah, some of these pods I'm sitting here like, all right, hit an hour, just fucking say something.
We've been definitely over an hour. We're probably close to 2. I don't even know, but.
No, yeah, we could go forever. It's great.
This is the type of symmetry we have, bro.
We got to kick it. I miss hanging out with good DJ homies, just getting together, talking shit, scratching records, talking music, eating food, all that shit. We got to get together.
What's next for you? What's next on you think in your career wise, like outside of just like doing the clubs? Like, what do you think is next? I think for me, I would like to discover another DJ or bring up another DJ, right? I really enjoy passing on that knowledge. And
you got to. It's part of the game.
It's part of the game.
Eddie Mills told me it's part of the game.
It's part of the game. R.I.P.
Somebody did it for you, and you owe it to somebody else.
And so, and these, I don't know, it's kind of weird because some of these kids are built a little different, And like I I tried to get this one kid to come out with me because he was up and coming. It's a black DJ, real young, and he looks up to me and he's like, yo, like, you got to do Lollapalooza. That's so dope. That's like a dream. And I'm telling him, like, yo, you know, give him the whole anything is possible speech, you know, you just got to work hard and I can teach you how I did it, and showed you like the things that I did to, you know, get around some of the bullshit and help him navigate in the industry a little bit. And it all started with like, let's exchange numbers. Cool. Then I was like, yo, I'm going out to Tao late night. You want to come through? And he was like, yeah, I'm down to come through. And I was like, all right, cool. Time came up closer to me getting ready to go to Tao. Yo, I ain't coming out, bro. All right, cool. All right. I was going to have you walk around, shake some hands, introduce you to some people, get you a familiar face over there. Never followed through. So then I fell back. You know, it's those little tests you put them through to see. It's a test, you know. You
got to gauge where they're at.
And so I fell back, and I was like, all right, if you're happy with just doing what you're doing, then cool. Best of luck to you. My door will still always be open, but like I kind of fell back, and so now I'm kind of looking for like the next guy who I can help bring up and help be instrumental in their career. Like I did a lot for Apollo, and it's so dope to see like what Apollo is become now and, you know, blossom into
a singer.
He's a singer. Yeah, he's singing now, bro.
He's the next JJ Ice Fish, actually. Oh, that's what they're saying.
JJ Ice Fish. He's still around. He's doing Uber actually in Chicago.
You're lying.
Yeah, I saw a video and he was doing Uber, and this guy was like in the back of the Uber, like, yo, it's fucking JJ Ice Fish, filming the poor guy trying to make a living.
Damn,
he's
bro.
like, sing the song.
He got that Gary Coleman treatment.
Oh, not Gary Coleman, bro. But nah, bro. Like I think that's for me. That's my next task. It's something that I want to, outside of like trying to transition into like more money and more of a corporate setting. I think the next thing is like setting the next DJ up with all the information that I have. And helping build another relationship between me and another up and coming DJ to get him to, like, you know, the next Apollo or the next Strategy or the next Dante or whatever it is, you know, just try to get him to the next Metro. Discovering that next talent, I think, is my main thing I want to do within the next 5 years, you know, and putting that person on. What about you?
What's my
next 5 years
goal in the next 5 years?
Yeah,
I would like to DJ 2 nights a week at places that I really enjoy DJing. Mm-hmm. Something I look forward to. That's not based on money whatsoever. I hope to be in a place where I don't even want their money. I'll take it because they're gonna give it to me, but I don't even want it. I don't need it. I got money coming.
That's the dream.
So I'm doing this because I love it. And that's where I want to be. I'm more at this point, like right now, I'm trying to just get a few gigs to keep me afloat, some money coming in, checks coming in, so that I can keep paying for things for my girlfriend and she'll keep sucking my dick in the fireplace. And while that's locked in, I can chase money somewhere else outside of DJing.
Yeah. What type of gifts you getting her?
I mean, not necessarily gifts, but
you're not taking her out to the Cheesecake Factory?
No, she's vegan, so the Cheesecake Factory.
They got vegan cheesecake, bro.
Do they? Don't tell her because she'll want to go.
I think so. I haven't been to the Cheesecake Factory in forever.
No, I don't know. Like I'm bringing her to this wedding that I'm going to, Samir's wedding.
Okay.
You know, you got a wife. The girls they like things, but more than things, they like
experience
to be included in, you know, what you're doing.
Facts.
You know?
Facts. No, that's true. That is true.
Yeah.
You see yourself ever settling down? Like marriage?
I 100% want to. I mean, the way that I came into this relationship was like,
you're burnt out. Like I'm looking for something more stable.
I am looking for, like, I am going to give it 100%. There's no holding back. I've always sort of held back and not really given somebody all of me. Like I am fully committed to this woman.
Yeah. Were you scared of just heartbreak, or you just scared? What was holding you back before?
I think, I'm scared of a little bit heartbreak, a little bit more so just like fucking up my life, even though that's not really my MO.
You don't want to be Will Smith out here.
Yeah, I don't want to be Will Smith. I don't want to be like all these relationships that we see in these nightclubs are just so toxic, and I'm like scared that I'm gonna accidentally fall in love with like someone who's toxic and then just be stuck in that trap. That's like such a scary thought to me. Even though that's not really me. Like, I've never been in a toxic relationship because I've been so weary of it.
Yeah.
You know?
But I feel like you're at the age now where you can kind of point that out, though, no?
Yes.
You can kind of spot the toxic girl now. I'm like,
yes,
nah,
for sure you can. But then there's also like, you know, you ever seen Gone Girl?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared that like
you feel like you're gonna get gone, girl.
I don't know.
You're gonna come home and it'll be a puddle of blood, and you're like looking at you like, yo, where's the body? And you're like,
it's wild out here, bro. All right, that's all I'm saying.
That's not nobody's doing that. That's a movie. I'm gonna get gone, girl. Yo, bro. That's crazy. On that note, bro.
Listen, just fucking keep your head on a swivel, dog. That's all I'm saying.
Keep your head on a motherfucking swivel. If that should be the name of the episode. Keep your head on a fucking swivel.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Whether you outside of Bloom, RIP.
Oh man, I'm just glad that all the people that work at Bloom in the industry nightlife are good, man.
Yeah,
and,
for sure.
And that was an unfortunate situation. Like, again, I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the answer is to what it is, but like what's going on downtown. But I'm thoroughly enjoying the West Loop. I can walk around. There's no bums. There's nobody out there. There's no.
It doesn't feel dangerous.
It doesn't feel like I'm walking out of like certain spots at like 4 a.m. comfortable.
Yeah.
It's quiet, even though it's kind of like the West Loop, West Side, but it's quiet. You know, you walk up and down Hubbard Street at 4 a.m. It's chaos. It's just people around. You're looking over your shoulder every 2 seconds, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. And you're seeing like other DJ homies getting beat up and robbed, and GoFundMes are going up, and you're just like, yo, fam, I don't want that to be me. You know?
Can't be me.
So, man. I don't know what the answer is, but listen. Hopefully, when we figured it out,
it'll turn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It'll turn. There's always a turning point. There was a turning point from when it went from being safe to when it turned to being not safe, and there will be another turning point where it goes back.
Hopefully, I'm still around for that.
Yeah, it's just when and where, you know?
When it's true. All right, Strategy. Hey, man, it's been a pleasure, bro.
Always, my guy. Thank you. Make sure you guys like the video, comment if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Algorithm activating activity is what we like.
Yep, and follow me on social media. Everything is Caution It's Heavy. Caution It's ITS Heavy. All spelled same, one word. I mean, you guys could like put the link. Like,
Diamond Cup puts in the beginning.
All right. Sure. Okay, he puts in the beginning. All right, cool. I don't have to do this and like point down. Like, put it right here.
Throwing up gang signs at the end of the episode.
No, absolutely not, bro. Absolutely not.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.
Peace.